Hi everyone, good morning. Am I audible?
Good morning, sir.
Can we all have a camera switched on, guys? Quickly, can we all have our camera switched on quickly? Okay. So I am Bhavik Waghela. I will be your ACCA FA faculty. So a small introduction of mine. I have been teaching students since almost the last 10 years now. I myself am a qualified ACCA. To be honest, FA was the paper that I started my ACCA teaching journey with. So FA was the first batch of mine. So throughout my career, I have taught subjects like FA, MA, FR, FM, PM, and SBR across the ACCA levels. Okay, so this is all about me. Uh, Talking about your FA, I just wanted to know the background of you guys, your academic background. Why? It will help me design the lectures in such a way. Okay. So what I want to know from you guys is your name. Obviously, I know your name. Which college or which year are you in? That is 11th standard, 12th standard, or the first year BCom, and so on. That's it. And whether you have already written your knowledge level paper or this is your first subject, okay? Or this is your very first paper, okay? So we start with Gurkirat. Yes, Gurkirat.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good, myself, good teacher saying,
Hmm.
sir, right now I'm doing my BCom Computer Application from Chitkara University, and
Okay.
it's my second year. Apart from my part of what ACCA, I given my MA exam, and FA my second exam.
Very good. Welcome to class, Gurkirat.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mahi.
Good morning, sir. Myself Mahi Gupta. I am from BCom first year and I have studied MA, but I didn't appear for the exam.
Okay.
This is my second.
So are you planning to write your MA in the upcoming days, something like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Yes, Chanshu. I guess
Good
Chanshu just
morning,
joined, right?
sir.
Yes, Chanshu. Yes. Good morning.
Sir, I am. I have completed my graduation in BSc and currently I am pursuing ACCA and I have 4 years of work experience under a CA.
Okay. So you are from a science background.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it means you have worked with in a CFO for the 4 years, so you are somewhat familiar with all the accounting terms like debit, credit, income,
Yes,
expenses,
sir.
assets, liability. Very good. Perfect. Welcome to class, Chanshu.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mahi, you are done. Gurkirat is also done. Manya.
Good morning, everyone. I am Manya, and I'm currently pursuing my BCom honors from DU Seoul, and it is my first year, and this is my very first paper.
Very first paper. Okay, Manya. Perfect. Mariam.
Good morning, sir.
Good
This is
morning.
Mariam Batu, and I have done my diploma in business management from Adam University, UK, and and this is my first paper.
Very first paper. Okay, Mariam. Welcome to class. Next we have is Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, you are on mute.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Myself Vaishnavi. I am currently pursuing second year BAF, and this
Oh,
will be my very first paper.
very first ACCA paper. Okay, fine. Zoom user. Zoom user, can you just change your name on the Zoom? Zoom user. Okay. Yes, Sujoy. Just help me with which college are you in? And have you ever written the any ACCA paper, or this is your very first paper? Sujoy.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, actually, I have not attempted any paper, but I attempted live class of management accounting only. And
Got
presently,
it.
business technology also I am doing. So I am thinking that within Feb I complete this three paper.
Okay. Perfect, Sujoy. So you have just attended the lectures, but you have not, what I say is written any paper, right?
Yeah, yeah. But the financial accounting, this is my first lecture.
Got it. Understood. Welcome to class, Sujoy.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, Piyanshi. Good
Hello, good morning, sir.
morning.
Sir, I am currently the student of first year BCom. I live in New Delhi, and this is my first lecture of financial accounting.
And
I've
talking about,
taken
hmm,
I've taken the previous lecture of BT, and I've recently joined in October.
okay. So you have not written any other ACCA paper so far, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I assume that majority of us, that not assume, based on the information that I got, that for a majority of us, FA is going to be technically the first paper. Either we have studied MA or BT, whatever the thing is, but we have not appeared the paper, right? Correct. So this actually helps me design the flow of the lecture. Now, talking about FA, financial accounting. Now, what we will be doing in financial accounting is, please try to understand. Today in commerce, okay, in today's business world, we have multiple transactions taking place. Now, if I take example of Reliance Industries, okay, now there will be lakhs of transactions taking place on a daily basis. I'm not talking about the amount, but the volume of transactions, the number of transactions. So do you think if Mr. Mukesh Ambani wants to know how has his business performed during the year, will it make sense if he starts summarizing the financial information at the end of the year? Or it needs to be done on a systematic basis, on a daily, day-to-day way, on a systematic and daily basis? What do you think would be more efficient? On a daily basis or waiting for the entire year to get over?
Sir, on daily basis.
On daily basis. So what we try to do in financial accounting is we record and summarize the financial information pertaining to the business transactions. Now there will be different business transactions, right? For example, capital introduced in the business, sales, goods sold for cash, goods purchased on credit, salary paid to employees, sales tax paid, loan taken, loan repaid, assets purchased, and so on. Yes or no? So this is something that we will be doing in financial accounting. We will be recording and summarizing the financial information, that is the business transactions. And how do we summarize the business transactions or the financial information is with the help of the journal entries. And how do we record a journal entry? This journal entry then gets posted to the ledger accounts. With the help of this ledger account, we will be preparing a trial balance. With the help of this trial balance, we will be preparing the statement of P&L and the statement of financial position, also called as the balance sheet. Everyone understood? So this is something that we will be learning throughout our FA. From the journal entry till the preparation of the balance sheet. And also one more thing, the cash flow statement. Everyone? So you got a basic idea of what all things we will be learning in our syllabus throughout. Okay. Now talking about the paper pattern, just allow me a minute. I'll open my Excel file. Let us first try to understand the structure of the ACCA exam. Okay. My Excel file is getting open. Just allow me a minute. Okay, guys, pay attention over here. This is my entire ACCA structure. We are currently under the old syllabus. The new syllabus is not applicable to us. Okay. So currently we will be going by this particular structure. Okay. The new syllabus is from 2026. Okay. So right now we are in the knowledge level. We are in the knowledge level. Now, if you see, I have highlighted 1, 2, and 3 in the same format. The reason that all these three are interrelated. Financial accounting that you will learn will form a base for financial reporting at skill level, which will further form a base for strategic business reporting at your professional level. So we need to ensure that our FA as a subject is strong. And I will make it for you guys, but for that, I need consistency from your end. Consistency and discipline, as in 100% attendance throughout the batch. And second, I will be giving you homework on a weekly basis. Okay. Every week, I will be giving you some homework. And that will actually help us clear FA with flying colors, not just with 50, 60. Trust me, I have helped students score 90 plus in FA paper. They have scored marks like 96, 97, 95, 90, and so on in their 80s also. Why? They were consistent, they were disciplined. Regarding 100% attendance, and second, they used to do everything that I used to tell them. So if I say that, okay, listen, you have to solve these particular questions, they actually did it on a regular basis. Okay. Now, before that, has everyone received your ACCA portal credentials, ACCA website credentials? Meaning to say, is your ACCA registration done?
Yes, sir.
Everyone has the credentials available with you, right?
Mine is not here yet.
Okay, Manya. So in this case, what you can do is you can get in touch with the support team. When was your registration? When did your registration formality start? Any idea do you have?
Only 3-4 days ago.
Okay, so it will take some time. Fine. So I will tell you everything you need to do. Okay, I will tell you everything you need to do. You just have to, just stick to the FA paper. Okay, just stick to what I'm saying. Now let us understand the paper pattern. Our entire FA paper is divided into two sections, section A and section B. Now in section A, we will be having 35 MCQs of 2 marks each for 70 marks. Sir, is there any negative marking? The answer is no. Now, what do I mean by negative marking is if you answer a particular question incorrectly, your marks will not be deducted. Meaning to say, you will just get 0. You won't be penalized for giving out the wrong answers. Okay, so there is no concept of negative marking. Let us say there was a 2-marker question. It was incorrect. You will just get 0. This is what do I mean by no negative marking. If there was negative marking, then in addition, you getting a 0, they also give minus 0.25. So there is no negative marking in FA paper. Everyone understood? Okay. Now talking about section B, you will be having 2 questions of 15 marks each. And these will be multitask questions. Now, what do I mean by multitask questions is they will give you a case scenario and there will be multiple tasks to be performed. Okay. Now there will be two such questions, and each question will be of 15 marks. Okay, everyone? So entire paper is objective, nothing subjective. Okay, perfect. So total is 100 marks. Sir, what is the minimum passing marks? 50. To clear FA paper, you need to score at least 50. Sir, is there any negative marking? No. And what is the total time available? 2 hours. The total time available is 2 hours for the 100 mark paper. Everyone understood? Meaning to say, you have to complete your entire 100 mark paper in 2 hours. Okay. So if I talk about the time allocation, let us start working it right away. Okay. Because see, I just don't want we learn concepts now and then we start working on the speed at the end. We need to start working on the speed from day one only. Now, if I go by maths, 2 hours means 120 minutes, and we have 100 mark paper. So for every 1 mark, I have 1.2 minutes. Correct? So if it is a 2 mark question, then maximum you have is 2.4 minutes. I cut this down and make it to 2 minutes per question. Now, why so? Guys, you will also need some time to verify your answers before you click on the submit exam, before you click on the submit paper, right? Yes or no? So this is something that we will be starting working on from day one only. I know, I do understand that initially we will be taking 3 minutes, 4 minutes, but our goal should be to cut this down to 2 minutes per question. Everyone? So this is something that we will be learning from day one, putting it into practice from day one. Any questions you guys want to ask me about FA paper pattern or something? Anything else you want to ask?
No,
So the
still.
result will be just after the exam. We can get the result, right?
Yes, you will be
Or it will
getting
be
your
same.
result immediately. You click end exam and you will get your result immediately.
Okay, sir.
Guys, in knowledge level and the skill in the skill level, just for law paper, you get your result immediately. You finish your paper and you get your result. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, I am assuming that we don't know anything about financial accounts. Okay. Because all of us have learned accounts in a different way in our 11th or 12th standard. So we need to unlearn those things. Okay. We assume that we don't know anything about financial account. I am taking financial accounting right from the scratch. And we will be following the same approach, everyone, that we are doing right now. Or else, recording a journal entry will become a task for us. So I don't want that to happen. So to ensure that we all are on the same page on how we arrive at the answers, this is what I believe. Everyone, this is what I believe is necessary. Just a minute. Okay. Now, I'm taking everything from the scratch. Let us understand the basic definitions that we actually need to know before we actually come into financial accounts. Okay. Firstly, we have is transaction. First, we have is transaction. So, what is a transaction, guys? Any idea? Any idea what do we mean by transaction?
Sir, receiving an invoice or sending an invoice to someone, receiving payment in bank, making payments.
Okay. So, these are some of the examples of transaction.
Yes,
So,
sir.
transaction, can I say business dealing between two people? Now
Yes.
you guys enrolled for FA at VGLD. Can I say this is a transaction between VGLD and you guys on individual basis? Now VGLD allotted this batch to me that okay Bhavik sir, you will be taking this batch at VGLD. You will be taking FA batch at VGLD. Now again, this is a transaction between VGLD and Bhavik sir. Everyone got this? Yes or no?
Yes.
So what is a business dealing? What is a transaction? Any business dealing between two people. Everyone understood? Okay, perfect. Next, income. Receipt of cash after selling goods or services. Guys, I want everyone's camera on. Huh? And my lectures are actually interactive. Like it's not one-way communication. I expect interaction from your end as well. Because what I believe is the more you interact is the more you learn. Right? So understand, I am teaching you how to drive a car. You are just listening, but you are not actually driving the car. Will it help you learn that? Many a times what happens is we learn or we listen or we hear, we forget. But if you get involved into the process, then that is something that will stay with you throughout your ACCA journey. So I don't want that today we are attending the lectures, but in FR we are again struggling with the same concepts. In SBR we are struggling over there. Everyone? So try to be as interactive as possible. Max to max, you will be wrong, and no one is here to judge you for that, that you gave a wrong answer. No, we are all in a learning process, right? And when we learn, we are tend to make some mistake. Everyone? So just don't get shy away that what if I give out the wrong answer? That's fine. You will get to learn. Now, if you make a mistake, what you will have think is your mind will now become conscious that no, I had said this in class and that was wrong. So by default, your mind gets programmed accordingly. So don't you think it will help you learn more efficiently? Okay. Now, income is receipt of cash after selling goods or providing services. Now, you guys have enrolled for FA lectures at VGLD. Now, VGLD must have received cash for this. So don't you think VGLD giving admissions to you for FA batch or any other subjects is income for them? So any receipt of money or receipt of cash from selling goods or services is income. So what is expense? Income for one party is expense for another party. Income for one is expense for another. So can I say you guys have paid for getting services? You guys have paid for getting services?
Yes.
So what do I mean
Yes,
by
sir.
expense? What do I mean by expenses then? Income means receipt of cash after selling goods or services. So what would payment expense mean?
Payment means uh, payment of cash.
Expenses means payment of cash. But if you just say payment of cash, then it would be wrong.
Sir, payment of cash for taking services or goods.
For after buying goods or services. Everyone understood? Everyone? So are we all clear with the definition of transaction, income, and expenses? Then next what we have is asset. Next what we have is an asset. Now guys, asset is something that you own and out of which you are expecting some benefits, economic benefits. Now I have this laptop. I am conducting lectures through this laptop. Am I getting any benefit from this? Economic benefit?
Yes, sir.
So don't you think this laptop is an asset for me?
Yes, sir.
So what is an asset? It is anything that one entity owns out of which it is expecting some benefits, economic benefits. Okay? Everyone? And asset is generally bound tend to be used for a period of more than 12 months. Now, it is completely a different thing that I have such a craze that I want to change my laptop every year. Then that's completely different thing. But ideally, if I purchase a laptop, can I say I can easily use it for 5 years at least?
Yes, sir.
One more thing, any amount receivable from another party is also an asset. Any amount receivable from another party is also an asset. Now, let us say I have given some advance to Sujoy. I gave 5 lakh advance to Sujoy. Now, for him, it will be, for me, it is an asset. For me, it is an asset. Why? I have to receive, I have an amount receivable from Sujoy. So, don't you think I will receive cash? I will be getting economic benefit from this.
Yes, sir.
So, everyone understood the definition of asset?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, some
Yes.
example of assets are laptop, furniture, vehicle, mobile phone, etc. Air conditioner, and so on. Then what we have is a liability. Now, what is a liability? Any amount that is payable, something that you are bound to pay for, you have to pay for, is my liability. Just a minute, I'll put my phone to silent. Sorry, guys. Liability. Any amount that is payable is a liability. Everyone? Uh, Amount payable is a liability, something that you are yet to pay. Example is loan. Amount payable to another service provider. Okay? Everyone understood liability? So
Yes,
anything
sir.
that is payable is your liability. Anything that is payable is your liability, something that you are bound to pay. And next is an account. Now, please try to understand what do I mean by account. Okay? Now let us say I am running my own business. Correct? Now, one fine day, I told my accountant that, listen, give me the summary of all the electricity bills that we have paid so far. Now, what he told me, he gave me this particular information. Okay. Electricity bill paid for April 2025 is $12,000. For May 2025 is 12,500. Sorry, I'll change the amount. 15,000, 12,500, and for June, 10,000. Now he gives me this particular information. He also told me one thing that, okay, we have rent paid for May 2025, $5,000. Rent paid for April 2025, 5,000. And rent paid for June. Now he gives me this information. I told him to give information on the total electricity bill that we have paid so far. Correct? Now, this is just a small example, guys. I have just taken 2 transactions every month. Electricity bill paid, rent paid. Now, don't you think there will be other transactions as well? Salary paid, traveling expenses, sales, purchases, sales return, purchase return, and so on. So, do you think this information will help me? No. I want summary information. I want to summarize. I want the total amount that I have paid. Now, I don't have that much of time that I firstly identify the transaction that, okay, this is my transaction, this is my transaction, this is my transaction I'm looking for, and then I take up total. Do you think I will have so much of time to turn the pages and perform this activity?
No.
No.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Now, let me keep FA aside for next 1 minute, 2 minutes at least. Manya, do you must be having a wardrobe at home,
Yes.
and you must be storing all your clothes in one wardrobe or all different wardrobes.
Separate compartments in one wardrobe.
Separate compartments, that's fine. Chalo. I'm talking about the different wardrobes. Will you keep some of your clothes in wardrobe number one, some in wardrobe two, and some in wardrobe number three? Will that be the case? No.
No.
Even your parents must be saying, ये मान्या का wardrobe है. Correct?
Yes.
So you will just get your clothes there.
In my wardrobe, I would have my clothes, but in a particular manner.
That's what I understand in a particular manner. That's fine. Now, similarly, same thing we have for accounts also. We have different wardrobes for different types of transaction, and these wardrobe is nothing but an account. It is a place where we summarize all the transactions pertaining to a different head of income or expenditure or asset or liability or capital amount. So if I say rent account, then in this I will be having all the transactions pertaining to rent account only. If I say electricity account, then here I will be having entire summary of electricity transactions only. Now, what do you think? Which one is more convenient to us? The transactions in statement form or the one that is prepared in the accounts form? Now, once I prepare this in accounts form, what happened is electricity account on the debit side, I wrote to bank, to bank, and to bank. And as and when I made a payment, I wrote it on the debit side. I took the total. Now I get to know that, okay, till date I have paid a total of $37,500 for the electricity bill in the 3 months. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Which
sir.
one is more convenient, in a tabular form or a statement form?
So
In
in a
the
template
account.
form.
So this is the reason we prepare an account. Everyone understood? So account, it is a record in an accounting system that tracks the financial activities relating to a particular person, asset, liability, particular head of expense or income, all recorded at one place. All recorded at one place. Everyone understood this.
Yes, sir.
Just go through all these definitions once again and let me know if you guys still have any doubts or questions, and then we can go ahead.
Sir, any advance paid to anyone, that is the liability of that person, no?
No, if I give you advance, then it is an asset for me, but a liability for you. Think it that way. Is the amount receivable or the payable? If an amount is receivable to you or receivable, any amount receivable is an asset. So I gave you an advance. Now this is an amount receivable for me, but an amount payable for you.
Yeah.
So it's asset for me,
Liability.
liability for you. Got it?
Yeah.
Should we go ahead?
Yeah.
Now, guys, every transaction that we enter into has two effects. Let us say today is Sunday. After the lectures, I made a plan today to go on a long drive with my friends. I go to a petrol station. Now, what will happen? I'll tell them to fill the tank with fuel. Will he give me fuel at free of cost?
No, sir.
What will happen then?
So
I'll have
you
to pay
need to
cash.
make a payment.
I need to make a payment. So don't you think this transaction had two effects? I received petrol, I paid cash for it. So every transaction that we enter into will always have two effects. Now, if I talk about your standpoint, you paid fees at VGLD. But can I say you will be getting the services in return for FA coaching? Again, two effect. Now VGLD makes a payment to me. Again, two effect. First, Bhavik provided coaching services. Second, VGLD paid cash for it. Cash does not mean hard cash. Cash means the payment. Bhavik made payment for it. Yes or no? So every transaction that we enter into, we have two effects. Now I make payment to my employees. I have a I have, a helper who helps me in preparing the notes and, helps me with all these administrative tasks. Okay. Now I make him a monthly payment. Now what will happen over here? Can I say again two effects? I am receiving the services from my employee on a daily basis. And for this, I have to pay something to him. That is the salary. Everyone. So every transaction that we have or that we enter into will always have two effects, and hence we follow double entry system of bookkeeping. And because every transaction have two effects, it will affect two accounts. For example, after the lecture, I have planned for a long drive today. I go to a petrol station. I will receive fuel. So this will be my petrol expense. But on the other hand, I will pay cash. So my cash account will also get affected over here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that is why our system of accounting is called as double entry system. It is called as a double entry accounting system. Now let us say Bhavik conducted lectures and he charged a fee of 150,000 and he received the payment in check. Okay. Now what happened here is Bhavik conducted lectures and he charged a fee. So tell me, is this an expense for Bhavik or income for Bhavik?
Income.
Income. And income generally is a nominal account. Yes or no?
Yes,
But
sir.
what does the nominal account say? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and
incomes and gains.
so Bhavik will have to credit 1,50,000 as income. And at the same time, Bhavik will also receive cash for this. So Bhavik will debit cash or he will debit bank. So can I say here two accounts are affected? Firstly, the income account and second, the cash account. Income account and the cash account. So what entry will Bhavik record here is nominal account. Firstly, income for Bhavik. Second, personal or real account. If it's bank, then personal. If it's cash, then real. So debit cash or bank, 150,000. Credit income, 150,000. Do not worry, we will be learning how to prepare journal entries, okay? We will be learning how to prepare the journal entries. I will teach you everything. Okay? Everyone with me so far?
Yes, sir.
Now, guys, we have golden rules of accounting. Personal, real, and nominal. Personal account, the golden rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Real account, the rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And third, nominal account, debit all expenses, losses, credit all incomes and gains. Everyone? So what we are learning is financial accounting. Both financial accounting and financial reporting are different. Accounting, we will be learning about record. And reporting, you will be learning about how to report these transactions in the financial statement. So both are different. So this is something that you will be learning in skill level, and this is something that you will be learning right now in the knowledge level. Everyone got this?
Sir.
Any questions? Any questions, guys? Anyone? Perfect. Then
Sir,
let
can
us
you
have a
explain this?
So,
one by one. Yes, tell me. Yes, Mariam, tell me.
Can you explain in detail this personal, real, and nominal?
So we have this again ahead. I will be teaching it in detail again. Okay. Let us perform this exercise. Classify the following items into income, expense, assets, and liability. Okay. So one by one, you guys raise your hand and I want everyone to participate. Okay. Furniture. Tell me, guys. Yes, Piyanshi.
Asset.
Asset. Equipment. Yes, Chanshu.
Asset, sir.
Asset. Rent received. Yes, Manya.
Income.
Income. Vehicle. Yes, Mahi.
Asset.
Asset. Bank balance.
Asset.
Asset. Cash in hand.
Asset.
Asset. Uh, Vaishnavi. Yes. Electricity expense.
Expenses.
Expense. Office rent.
Expenses.
Expense. Salary.
Income.
Expenses.
Loan taken.
Sir, salary.
Liability.
Liability.
Liability. Yes, someone was asking about salary. Yes, Joy.
Salary, why it's expense?
We think from business standpoint, Sujoy, because see, we do accounting from the business's standpoint,
Okay.
right? So salary will always be an expense for the business, but obviously an income for the employee.
Okay.
Loan taken is a liability. Loan given,
Asset.
Assets.
asset. Why can I say loan given is an amount receivable and any amount receivable is an asset? Creditors.
Liabilities.
Liability.
Now, what do I mean by creditors is the person to whom I owe money. Why? I have either purchased goods or services from them on credit. Now, what do I mean by on credit is I am yet to pay them. So, creditors are the person to whom we owe money for the goods purchased or the services received. Daters.
Assets.
Now, these are the people to whom we have goods, sold goods or services on credit. Shares in Reliance Limited.
Asset.
Asset, obviously, I have purchased shares in the company. Stationery bill.
Expense.
Expenses.
Expenses. General repairs.
Expenses.
Laptop purchased.
Asset.
Expense.
But now, listen, going forward, you won't be saying asset directly. What you will have to see is this laptop purchased for resale or for office use, that is business purposes? So anything purchased for resale is an expense. Anything purchased for office use, or rather, asset purchased for office use or business use is an asset, and asset purchased for resale is an expense. So what you have to see is it purchased for resale or for office use? Best example I can give you is inventory. See, inventory is my asset. But can I say I will be selling this to my customers and hence I show them as an expense. I show them as an expense. Refreshment, tell me, how do I classify them?
Yes.
Expenses.
Expense.
Expenses is servicing of
Expenses.
vehicle.
Hmm.
Everyone understood?
So I have a question related
Hmm.
to laptop purchase. Like uh, like we have stock that is a
Hmm.
current asset, and
Hmm.
as you said, anything purchased for resale is an expense. So for the stock that I have remaining, that will be an asset, and the stock I have sold, that will
That
be
will
the
be
cost.
expense.
That will
Correct.
be the
Yes.
expense.
Yes.
O-
Correct.
Okay, sir.
See, any unsold inventory is your asset, current asset, right? I'm just talking about the ones that you have sold for.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Everyone with me so far?
Yes, sir.
I've just replaced so that there is no confusion. Laptop purchase for resale is an expense, and laptop purchase for office or business use is an asset. Any questions? Any queries? Great. Then, basics of accounting. Now, this is something that we have studied so far, which we won't be learning it ahead. I have redesigned the way that we record the journal entries, and this is something that we will be using throughout our ACCA level. You don't have to get into the confusion of personal, real, or nominal. Everyone? Because, I'm sorry, what I feel is every transaction that we come across, firstly, we have to identify two accounts. Once we identify two accounts, we have to classify them into personal, real, and nominal. Then we recall the rule of personal, real, and nominal. We apply the rule and then we decide the journal entry. We don't have much of time, right? I don't have much of time for exam also and for practical purpose also. See, time is money. Yes or no? How many of you believe time is money?
Right, sir.
Right. So the time you spend is the money you get. So this is what something used to happen. Now my grandfathers and my father, they are of the belief that let us go by train. Why? We will save that much of money. But what is my thinking? Let us go by plane. We will save that much of time. Time is money. Got it? So this is how the modern world works. It's no longer about money. It's more about time right now. Time is the currency, guys. Yes.
Yes,
On
sir.
a lighter note, I get paid here on hourly basis. So I deliver 3 hours of lecture. 3 multiplied by something is the payment that I get. So I'm already done with 1 hour. Okay, everyone. So jokes apart, I'm just teaching you personal, real, and nominal for knowledge purpose. But how we design the journal entries, how we record the journal entries, the way will be different. Okay. Now we have three types of accounts: personal, real, and nominal. What is a personal account? It is an account pertaining to individuals, companies, association of persons, and so on. Example include Manya account, Vaishnavi account, Bank of America account, Deutsche Bank account, Bhavik sir account, Sujoy account, and so on. And what is the rule for personal account is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit the receiver and credit the giver. So let us come back here. Personal account, these are the accounts related to individuals, firms, companies, groups of association, etc. Example include Nimra's account, Tarun's account, bank account, Sanvi's account, etc. And the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Everyone? Okay. Next we have is a real account. So real account are related to assets or properties. Example include machinery, furniture, land and building, goodwill, shares, cash, investment, etc. are all my real account. The rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. The rule is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Everyone? And third is the nominal account. These are related and associated with losses, expenses, incomes, or gains. Example, salary, electricity bill, rent paid, traveling expenses, commission received or paid, bad debts, discount received, not discount paid, discount allowed, etc. And the rule is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
Any questions, guys, so far? Personal, real, and nominal?
So I want to ask, like nominal account hits majorly P&L and personal and real account hits balance sheet.
Balance sheet, perfect. Yes.
Sir,
Okay,
Personal
sir.
and real hits balance sheet. Nominal is P&L. Perfect.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Manya.
sir, like you told us that a debtor is our asset
Hmm.
and it is also a person.
Correct.
So which rule do we apply?
Personal. See, debtor is a person, right? So obviously, I will be going with person only. In effect, debtor is a person, not a thing. So if it pertains to a thing, then real account. Person, personal account. If I say I am Bhavik, then obviously I am a boy. Correct? Then there is a no question, sir, are you a boy or a girl? The same happens with daters also. Got it? Dater is a person. Correct? Any questions, guys?
So is there any exception with the thing that I told, like personal and real hits balance sheet and nominal account
No,
hits? Okay,
no.
sir.
Then let us have a small activity again, where what we will be doing is we will be classifying the accounts into personal, real, and nominal. Okay? Let us classify the accounts into personal, real, and nominal. Classify the following into personal, real, or nominal account. So what you guys have to tell me is, if I say Bank of America, you have to tell me if this is a personal account or it is a real account or it is a nominal account. So let us follow this exercise. Let us carry out this exercise. Firstly, Bank of America. America.
Personal account.
Personal
Personal
account.
account.
Furniture.
Real account.
Real account. Equipment.
Real account.
Suppliers account.
Personal account.
Personal. Customers account.
Personal account.
Electricity expense.
Nominal account.
Nominal.
Perfect. Rent received.
Nominal.
Real.
Nominal account, na guys? Rent received is
Income.
my income, and income
Yes.
is nominal account. Discount allowed.
Nominal.
Nominal account.
Nominal account, because discount allowed is an expense and expense means nominal account. Discount received.
Nominal account.
Cash.
Real.
Real account.
Real account. Perfect. Inventory.
Real
Real
account.
account.
Real account. Very good. Let us keep this two for aside for now. Salary.
Nominal.
Nominal account.
Nominal. Depreciation.
Nominal.
Nominal account.
Guys, what do I mean by depreciation? Anyone?
Reduce the
Uh,
value, present value.
Decrease in value of the asset, reduction in the value of the asset due to its wear and tear or the usage or the efflux of time. Efflux means passage of time. Okay. TCS Limited,
Personal.
Personal account.
personal account. Now, why did I keep this aside? There must be a reason behind this. Tell me, outstanding electricity, how should I classify it? Personal, real, or nominal?
Nominal.
How many of you say nominal? Just raise your hand. You have an option to raise your hand in the Zoom meeting. Don't raise your hand like this. Yes. So only three think that it's a nominal account. What about others?
So I have no clarity.
No clarity. Okay. Guys, this is not a nominal account. Okay, put your hands down. That's fine.
So here again we are making an expense, so it won't come in nominal, I guess.
Let us discuss it. Guys, what do I mean by outstanding electricity? Outstanding electricity means an amount that I owe to someone. Let us say I owe to Tata. What do I mean by outstanding electricity? Something that you are
Liability.
yet to pay. Perfect. It's a liability. Outstanding means that it is yet to be paid. And any amount payable, can I say, is a liability?
Yes.
You have already incurred an expense, my friend. You are yet to pay for it. So outstanding means you are yet to record this particular expense. So one leg is you will be recording an expense. One leg means the first effect. But guys, outstanding electricity bill represents the amount that you are yet to pay. It actually represents Tata Power Limited. Means the amount that I am yet to pay. So I no longer call it as what I say is the nominal account, but a personal account. So just keep in mind that whenever we have a prefix before an item of income or expense, it is no longer your nominal account, but it becomes your personal account. Prepaid insurance, again, it is a personal account. Why? It represents that I have paid amount to LIC, but I am yet to receive the service from them. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So whenever there is any prefix like outstanding or prepaid with an item of income or expense, then it is no longer your nominal account, it is a personal account. Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
Sir, then prepaid recharge is also personal account.
Prepaid recharge as in?
As in like mobile or electricity in society.
Now see, that is completely different thing. That will be an expense only. Why? You are paying the amount in advance. You will understand more about prepaid and outstanding when we come across the chapter accruals and prepayment. What happens here is, let us just understand for now because you have brought it right away. My financial year is April 25, that is April 2025 to March 2025, March 2026, sorry. Now, I took out an insurance policy on 1st of June. And I took out a 12 months insurance policy. So I must have paid premium for 12 months. I must have paid premium for the entire 12 months. So I have paid premium from 1st June to 31st May. So obviously, what will happen if I am preparing my financial statements for our April 25 to March 26, then what happens here is, can I say this premium is already paid, this much of premium? This amount that I have paid is for the next financial year, not for the current. So what I will do is I will show this much as my prepaid. Only this much will go to my P&L. This will go to my SOPL, and this will go to balance sheet as a prepaid. So this is what do I mean by prepaid expenses over here, not the one that you are talking about. Got it? Got it? You'll understand about this in more detail when we come across the chapter accruals and prepayment. We have a detailed chapter for this. We have this chapter. Everyone understood this? Any questions or queries you guys have so far? Should we go ahead? Everyone? Next, what we have is EALIC. LIC. Now, this is the mnemonic that I have designed. Now, if we go by this personal, real, and nominal, please try to understand. Firstly, I have entered into a business transaction. Now, I cannot write down the transactions in a statement form. It does not help me with the summary, something that we saw, right? So I want to prepare an account so that it tracks the financial activities pertaining to a particular head of item of income, expense, capital, asset, or liability, or the person. So for this, we have to record a journal entry. So what is a journal entry? It is something that it is a record, rather concise record of all the transactions of a business. So the first thing is any transaction that we enter into, the starting point to record this is to record a journal entry. Write down a journal entry. So before we go ahead with the journal entry, please understand the mnemonic EALIC, where E stands for expense, A stands for asset, L stands for liabilities, I for income, C for capital. Just remember this rule that EA will always be debited. Now, what do I mean by EA is expenses and assets. Expenses and assets are always debited, my friend. Got it? And LIC, that is liability, income, and capital, are always credited. Now, what do I mean by this? You want to record an expense, you want to record an asset, you debit expense, you debit asset. You want to record liability, credit liability. You want to record income, credit income. You want to record capital, you credit capital. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So EA will always be debited and LIC will always be credited. So in addition to the golden rules that we studied earlier, the above mnemonic will help us in deciding whether an account is to be debited or credited at the time of passing a journal entry. Now, what is a journal entry? It is a concise record of all the transactions a business conducts. So EA, that is expenses and assets, will always be debited. And LIC, that is liabilities, income, and capital, will always be credited. So if you want to record an expense or an asset, you will be debiting it. If you want to record a liability and income or capital, you will be crediting it. Sir, what if you want to reduce an expense or you want to reduce an asset? Then you will be crediting expenses or you will be crediting assets. So if you want to reduce an expense or you want to reduce an asset, you will be crediting it. Everyone? To record liability and income and capital, we credited it. To reduce it, we will be debiting it. Everyone. So guys, debit and credit is nothing but just the plus and minus. In mathematics, we have plus minus. In accounts, we have debit and credit. Everyone understood this? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us understand this with the help of some example on how do we record the journal entry. Now paid cash $10,000 for salary. Now can I say salary is my expense?
Yes, sir.
So what do we do to record an expense? Should I debit it or I should credit it?
So
Should
debit.
debit.
So can I
Debit.
say I will debit salary, but because I paid salary, my cash balance will reduce, my bank balance will reduce.
Yes, sir.
To record an asset, I debit it. To reduce an asset, I.
Credit.
Credit.
So what should I credit?
Cash or
Bank.
Cash or bank.
10,000. 10,000. So journal entry will be debit salary, credit bank. Everyone understood? What is more easy, personal, real, nominal, or this one?
this one.
You will never go wrong. Second, received rent $14,000. Firstly, you received rent. Rent received, is it an income or an expense?
Income.
So to record an income, what should be done?
Credit.
Credit the income.
Credit rent received. How much?
14,000.
Can I say you have received rent? Means your cash balance or the bank balance has increased.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So will you debit bank or you will credit bank?
Debit.
Debit.
Debit the bank.
Understood?
Yes,
Everyone.
sir.
Yes.
Mr. A introduced capital 15,000 in the business. Now think from the business's standpoint, not from Mr. A's standpoint. Why? Because we do accounting from the business's standpoint. What will business say? We have received cash 15,000.
Income. Credit, sir.
No, my friend, this is not an income. This is capital.
Yeah.
Oh, liability.
No, not liability. This is different from liability also. This is the capital, na, my friend. Bank business will say we have received cash balance.
Hmm.
Cash bank
Bank.
balance will increase. So debit bank. Now this is not liability. This is not also an asset. This is capital. Capital introduced by the businessman. So credit capital. To record capital, we credit it. Just a minute, guys. Hmm. To record capital, we credit it. Everyone understood?
So to record this transaction, we can also say Mr. A account debit to credit, debit to capital account.
No, you will never say Mr. A account debit. That would be incorrect. Because if you go by that rule, debit the receiver. Is Mr. A receiving anything or we are receiving cash?
Sir, Mr. A will be a Mr. Sir, can you please explain this?
What will the business say? We have received cash.
Yes, sir.
So obviously you will have to debit cash or bank.
But sir, in this transaction, like, how will I get the monies received in the bank?
So obviously Mr. A, if say is capital introduced 15,000, then obviously Mr. A will be transferring that much of money into the business's bank account.
Okay, sir.
Hence debit bank account.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Hmm.
is it is because business is separate legal entity.
Correct.
Okay, sir, got it.
See, we do accounting always from the business's standpoint, never from the owner's standpoint. We assume or we go by the fact that the business owner is different, business entity is different. Why? Because there is a concept known as entity concept. In this concept, it goes under the fact that the business owner is different, and what I say is the business entity is different. Everyone,
Yes, sir.
any questions? Anyone? Any queries? Any questions? Should we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now state which balance, debit or credit, would the following accounts generally have? So how do we arrive at this is the answer to this. You'll have to tell me whether this is an income, expense, capital, liability, or asset. If it's income or liability or capital, you will say credit. If it's an expense or an asset, you will say debit. So you don't have to tell me income, liability, expense, capital, or asset. You have to directly tell me debit or credit. Everyone. So you will be first thinking, okay, this is an income. Income means credit. You will give me the answer as credit. Everyone got this. Okay. First one, furniture, debit or credit.
Debit.
Debit.
Equipment,
Debit.
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 rent received,
Credit.
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 credit. Vehicle,
Debit.
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 bank balance,
Debit.
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 cash in hand,
Debit.
Credit.
Debit.
debit. Electricity expense,
Debit.
Credit.
Credit.
debit, my friend, it's an expense. Expenses means debit. Office rent,
Debit.
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 debit. Salary,
Debit.
Credit.
loan taken,
Credit.
Debit.
credit. Perfect.
Credit.
Because loan taken is a liability and liabilities means credit. Loan given,
Debit.
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 creditors,
Credit.
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 Debtors,
Debit.
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 shares in Reliance Limited.
Debit.
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 Everyone understood this. Now, let us make a conclusion. All the assets have debit balance. All the income have credit balance. All the expense have debit balance. and all the liabilities have credit balance. Just analyze it for once and tell me if it makes sense. Just give me 2 minutes, I'll be back. Okay, till then, just analyze this. Hello, are we back, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So everyone understood this,
Yes, sir.
the basics of
Yes,
accounting?
sir.
Perfect. Okay. Everyone with me so far? Let me know if you have any questions on anything that we have discussed so far, guys. Everyone? Then we are good to go with the first chapter. Guys, whatever we have learned so far was the basics of FA, which will not be tested by ACCA. We have done it because we need to ensure that we are all on the same page. Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we come to flow of accounting information. What happens is we enter into a business transaction. We means the business entity. Please try to understand, how do I function? How do I work? I take ACCA lectures. At every month end, I raise invoices on these institutes. Correct? I get my payment done after deducting some 10% of amount as TDS. This is something that is directly deposited to the government's account. So if my invoice amount is 100, then I will get 90. 10 will be directly paid to the government as tax. Then what happens is I pay salaries to my employees who take care of the administrative staff, take care of the contracts, take care of the accounting work, and so on, help me with the notes preparation. I also, any other sub or super, what I say is clerical work, I get it done from them. Now, what happens is at the year end, I want to know how much of profit have I made, right? See, what is the main purpose with which a person carries out a business activity? Is for
Profit,
profit,
the motive
profit
of
making,
earning profit.
correct? So any businessman at the end of the financial year, don't you think, would like to know that what is the profit or loss that they have made?
Yes, sir.
So this is why we record business transactions. This is the reason we prepare business transactions. So what happens is we enter into business transactions. Once we enter into business transaction, we get the documents. For example, I raise an invoice on VGLD. So this is my sales invoice, but for VGLD, it will be expense invoice. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
I purchased a laptop for conducting lectures. I will be having an invoice.
Yes, sir.
So it will be a purchase invoice for me, and it
Yes.
will be a sales invoice for the other person who sold the laptop to me. So what happens is we first enter into business transactions, example purchase, sales, etc. These business transactions are supported or evidenced by what I say is financial documents such as sales invoice, purchase invoices, etc. So once we enter into business transaction, we record the data. That is, data is recorded into the business accounting systems. At the time of recording, we classify this data into the relevant ledger accounts. For example, paid electricity bill 4,500 for June. So I classify this into two parts. Firstly, electricity bill account. Second, cash bank account. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Then,
sir.
on the basis of this, we have general ledger accounts. Example, trade receivables account, trade payables account, and so on. That is, we record the journal entries. These journal entries are then posted to what I say is the ledger accounts. We close the ledger accounts, we get closing balances in each of the ledger accounts. How do we do it? I will be teaching it to you once we come across the chapter trial balance. We have a chapter for it. These ledger balances are then posted to the trial balance. So ledger balance is summarized into the trial balance. ledger balance is summarized into the trial balance. And with the help of this trial balance, we prepare the financial statements, that is the statement of profit or loss and the statement of financial position. I want everyone's attention on the screen. So what is trial balance used for? It is used to communicate the data. So the trial balance data is used to prepare the financial statements. Guys, if I am preparing the financial statements, then it means that I am communicating the data to the various stakeholders in the business. And the statement of P&L shows company's revenues and expenses over a given period of time. And a statement of financial position, it summarizes the company's assets, liabilities, and equity or capital. So everyone understood flow of accounting information? How is the accounting information entered into the accounting records? We enter into transaction, we get financial documents. On the basis of this financial documents, we classify data into the relevant ledger accounts. These general ledger accounts are then converted to are then posted to the trial balance. With the help of trial balance, we then prepare the financial statements. I hope everyone is clear so far.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? So guys, what is a trial balance? It is a statement of balances as on a particular date. Okay, so which ledger account has what balance as on a particular date is something that trial balance tells me. It gives me a summary information that the total amount receivable from the customers is 1,50,000 as on today. So instead of checking different ledger accounts, what does trial balance do is it is a statement which tells me that okay, this particular ledger account has debit balance, this particular ledger account has a credit balance. So this is a statement of balances as on a particular date. Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far? Okay. It's 9:30, guys. Let's take a break. The today's lecture is till 11. Okay. Were you told 8 to 10 or 8 to 11? What time were you told?
So it's 8 to 11.
8 to 11. Perfect. Guys, it's 9:30. Let us resume at 9:50. A 20-minute break, and then we continue from here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay,
I
sir.
have one question.
Can we take it after a break? And I'll get back to your question.
Yeah, sure.
And guys, just ensure one thing now. Our mics are off during the break duration. Just ensure that the mics are off. Okay. Hello. Are we back? Everyone? Are we back, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, guys, business transaction types of business transactions. Now, we learned in the previous, just before the break, we learned that what is a business transaction? It is any dealing between two people. It is any dealing between two people. Okay. As studied in the previous class, business transactions are the business's day-to-day activities that have monetary value and will need to be recorded in the accounting records. So let us now understand the main type of transactions that we have. First one is sales. Now, what is a sale? It is the exchange of goods or services for money. Okay. Now, this may be for cash or maybe for credit. Now, what do I mean by cash is the goods and services and cash both are exchanged today itself. Today means the day the transaction is entered into. Everyone? And what do I mean by credit sales is that the goods or services are exchanged today, but the payment will be made at a future date. And this future date will be decided by both the buyer and the seller mutually. Okay? So, cash sales are made in exchange for immediate cash payment, and credit sales made with a promise of payment to the business in the future. Now, let us say I sold certain goods to Manya, of which 10 were some kind of faulty. Of which 10 were some kind of faulty. Now, will Manya keep those goods with her or she will return it to me?
Return.
Now, this is something that is known as sales return from my standpoint. So, any faulty goods might be returned by the buyer to the seller, which is known as sales return. So, sales return are faulty or incorrect goods returned from a customer due to faulty or damaged goods being supplied. Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
Now, think from other parties' standpoint. I had sold certain goods to Manya. What will this mean? That purchases, Manya has purchased goods from me. And again, this might be on cash or for credit, or for it might be for cash or on credit. Okay. So me and Manya, we entered into a transaction where I sold goods on credit to Manya. So I will say it as a credit sale, correct? But Manya will call it as a credit purchase. Manya will call it as a credit purchase. So purchases, again, we have two types, cash purchases and credit purchases. So cash purchases are made in exchange for immediate cash payment. But credit purchases made with a promise to pay the supplier in the future. Everyone understood? So just like one party will have cash sales, other will have cash purchases. One party will have credit sales, other party will have credit purchases. Everyone understood?
Yes.
Then we have purchase returns. If you remember, I had just cited an example that I had supplied 10 faulty products to Manya. Now she had returned it to me. It will be sales return for B, but purchase return for Manya. Okay. So purchase returns are faulty or incorrect goods sent back to the supplier due to faulty or damaged goods being supplied. So I am a supplier. Everyone understood? Any questions so far? Sales returns, purchases, purchase returns. Anyone, any questions or queries? Then we have payment transaction and receipts transaction. Now, payments are the settlement or transfer of money to a third party, and receipts are due to the business receiving money from a third party. Okay. In short, any money that you receive or any money that you pay are your payment and receipts. And guys, all the financial transactions must have a valid financial document with details of the transaction. For example, a sales transaction is recorded using an invoice. So every transaction that we enter into will have a valid supporting document. Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
Then we have data sources and business documents. Okay. We have data sources and business documents. First one is quotation. Now, guys, first document is quotation. What are the contents? Quantity, description, details of goods required. Why do we prepare a quotation is to get the price from the various suppliers. We are sending a requirement that, okay, these are the goods that we require. On the basis of this document, the other party will give us quotation. They will quote their prices. Now, obviously, if I want to purchase goods, I will not just directly purchase it from one party. Correct? I will be approaching 2 or 3 different suppliers. The best quote that I get is the one that I go ahead with. Now, once I get the quotation, I will prepare a purchase order. Now, what do I mean by purchase order? It is a document stating that, okay, once I have finalized the supplier, I send a document to the supplier that, okay, listen, these are the goods that I want to purchase from you. So this document will contain details such as details of supplier, example, name and address, quantity description, details of goods required, and price. And what is the purpose to prepare a purchase order is made by the buyer requesting the supplier to provide him with the goods listed in the purchase order. That please supply me with the following goods. Everyone understood this.
Yes, sir.
Then what next we have is sales order. What next we have is a sales order. Now, again, this will contain details such as quantity, description, details of goods required, and the price. Now, this is cross-checked with purchase order and it is made by the supplier. So, whatever are the details of the goods that are mentioned in the purchase order, the supplier will make a sales order. He will confirm that, okay, these are the exact same goods that we are supplying to the customer. Okay. Then we have a goods dispatch note. Now, once the goods are dispatched to the supplier, at the time of dispatching goods to the customer, we prepare a note, we prepare a document which states that, okay, the following goods are being dispatched. Now, what will this include again is the details of supplier, quantity, and the description of goods. Now, this is made by the supplier to check with purchase order while dispatching goods. So at the time of dispatching goods, we prepare a goods dispatch note, and this goods dispatch note should match with the purchase order. Okay. Then goods received note. My customer will then prepare a goods received note. Okay. Now this will include the quantity and description of goods. Now the buyer makes this as the confirmation that he has received the delivery of goods. Okay. And ideally, can I say both the goods dispatch note and the goods received note should match? Yes or no? Then the next document that we have is invoice. Now we all know what all details are there included in the invoice. Name and address of the supplier and the customer, details of goods, example, quantity, price, value, sales tax, terms of credit, etc. It will include all the detail. And this is made by the supplier to request for payment in return for the goods or service provided. Okay? Yes or no? Then there is something also known as
Yes.
statement. Now, this is the account statement that we prepare, a kind of a ledger account that actually shows that how much amount does a customer owes us. So this will include details of supplier, example, name and address, has details of date, invoice numbers and values, payments made, refund, amount owing, etc. So in short, it includes all the summary of transaction. That goods worth 1 lakh was sold, out of which we have received payment for 80,000, 20,000 is balance. So this is what a statement means. Summary of transactions to confirm the amount owed by the buyer. We send a statement that, okay, listen, this is the amount that you owe us. Then everyone understood till far? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then we have a debit note. Debit note. Now see, this is the place where students get mistake. Debit note or credit note. Sir, debit note means purchase return or sales return. Please try to understand. We have two parties. Guys, everyone switch your cameras on. Let us say Bhavik and Gurkirat. Now, Bhavik had sold goods on credit, obviously. So, what entry will Bhavik record? He will say debit receivables and credit revenue, that is sales. What entry will Gurkirat record? He will say debit purchases and credit payables. Now, guys, when the goods are returned, think and tell me logically, will your payables amount increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease. Now, I told you that to record a liability, we credit it. To decrease a liability, we debit it or credit it?
Credit.
Debit.
No, Gurkir, we debit. On purchase return, payables amount will decrease. Will decrease. To record a decrease in payables, to record a decrease in payable, we debit payables. Hence, Gurkirat will issue debit note or a credit note. Debit note. To Bhavik. Now, what does this mean? If Gurkirat issues me a debit note, he means, listen, Bhavik, I have debited you. Understood? So, the person doing purchase returns will always issue a debit note. Think logically. If we debit purchases, then obviously purchase return will be debit. Understood? Or you can go by this logic. Now here, let me also write the logic over here. On sales return, amount receivable will decrease. Yes or no? Amount receivable will decrease. To record a decrease, to record a decrease in receivables, should I debit it or I should credit it? Tell me, we
Credit.
Credit, sir.
We credit the receivables. Hence, Bhavik will issue tell me debit note or a credit note.
Credit note.
So debit or credit?
Will issue a credit note. Understood? So what will happen is both the parties will issue each other the following documents. So whenever there is a purchase or a sale return, one party will have to issue debit note and the other party will have to confirm the same by issuing a credit note. Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
So
Okay,
for the purpose of documentation, do we need to keep both the documents?
correct.
But sir,
Yes, for audit purpose.
in practical life, we do have only debit note or do have only credit note.
So there will be two files with the available with the client, debit note and the credit note. So you can cross match it. That okay, this debit note confirmed by this particular credit note.
Okay, sir.
You'll have to confirm now, else there may be chances of fraud.
Yes, sir.
The accountant, the cash controller will then, there is a scope of cash being getting stolen,
Yes, sir.
whatever the thing is. You will prepare a fake document that, okay, see, the other party has issued this document.
Yes.
So you are asking the other party to make you the payment directly 20,000, but on record you are just showing 80,000. Now to the company you will say that other party has just paid 80,000, where 20,000 is going into your pocket. So ideally, both the debit note and the credit note should be matched with each other. That okay, I have issued a debit note for 20,000. You also issue me a credit note for 20,000.
Okay, sir.
Everyone? So debit note, details of supplier, example, names and address, contains details of goods returned, example, quantity, price, value, sales tax, terms of credit, etc. Issued by the buyer when he wants to return goods. Okay. Credit note, again the same details. I'm sorry, guys. Issued by the seller to confirm that he will accept the return goods. Okay. Then we have remittance advice, method of payment, invoice number, account number, date, etc. Now, as an intimation of payment. Now, when the buyer or the customer makes a payment, they will share a remittance advice that, okay, listen, we have made the following payment. Okay. And that will include the method of payment. It will also include the invoice number, account number, etc. And last is the receipt. Details of payment received and issued by the seller to show the payment has been received. So once we actually receive the amount, we will issue a receipt to the customer stating that, okay, we have received this particular amount. Now, this is something that can get tested in your section A, guys. What is the purpose of goods dispatch note? They will give you 4 options. You will have to select the correct one. Yes or no? So we need to learn this from section A standpoint. Any questions, guys?
Sir,
Hmm.
like you have said कि debit note and credit note should be matched. So how like in purchase return we made the debit note, and in the uh, and in the sales return we made the credit note. So how can both can be taken in the one return?
No, no. I'm talking about the amount. If I say that debit note and credit note should be matched, then both the amount should be matched. The quantity of goods, the rate, the final amount, everything should match. This is what I'm saying.
Like in the purchase return, the uh, from which we have from the person we have purchased will give a debit note, and should we
No,
also?
the customer will give us the debit note
Okay,
and we will issue a credit note.
okay, okay. Thank you.
See, Gurkirat is the customer here, right? He has issued me a debit note. And I am the supplier. I will issue credit note to my customer.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have one question.
Who is this?
Yeah, Sujoy.
Yes, Sujay, tell me.
Yeah. You saw that GDN, like good dispatch note, but
Hmm.
basically the supplier never issue the good GDN. Na? They only issue the invoice, tax invoice, and
No, correct. Now, what happens is whenever the location of both the customer and the supplier are in different states. See, if you are coming to my shop and you purchase the product directly, so obviously there is no concept of goods dispatch note or a receipt note. There will directly be invoice that I will be issuing to you. But whenever there involves a movement of goods from one place to another place, goods dispatch note and goods receive note will have to be prepared, because the time the goods are in transit, we will be taking insurance for these goods, and for this we have to submit this document.
so you mean to say GDN like challan?
Not a challan, it actually includes the detail. Yes, you can say in common language we can say challan, goods dispatch note. It includes the details of all the goods that are being transferred,
Yes, yes.
not transferred, rather being that are being shipped, loaded onto the vehicle for transportation.
So we do have a concept of e-way bill, and
That
how
is
is that?
completely, that is from GST perspective. That is for taxation perspective, nothing else. For GST perspective. Now, see, this is from financial accounting standpoint, and audit standpoint also, to ensure that there is no fraud that is happening. So, e-way bill is completely different, not within our FA syllabus, correct? So,
Okay, sir.
e-way bill is for GST purposes. That okay, we have transferred goods worth X amount from this particular person to that particular person. That is not within the FA syllabus. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, with all these documents in place, one can ensure that there is no fraud or error that is happening. The supplier might dispatch 100 kgs, but at the time of receipt, it is showing as 95. So, don't you think there must be a 5 kg of fraud that has means happened? 5 kg of worth of goods have been removed. So, to ensure that this does not happen, we prepare both goods dispatch note and the receive note.
Sir,
Understood?
also, sir, you said goods dispatch note should match with the purchase order, and
Correct.
sales order should match with the purchase order. So goods
Correct.
dispatch note and sales order should match.
Correct.
Okay.
Everyone got this?
And so is there any difference between the GRN and MRN? I think both are same, na?
MRN. Full
Yeah.
form of MRN,
Material receipt note, like goods receipt note,
both are
GRN,
same.
and both are same, na?
Same. Every corporate will give a different mnemonic. So MRN, I heard it for the first time. So ideally, it is goods receipt note. So material receipt note. Okay. Both are same. Then what we have is a books of prime entry. Just a minute, guys. books of prime entry. Now, what do I mean by prime entry is this is where the initial entry is made into the books of accounts. And from there, these balances then flow ahead. So books of prime entry are the books in which the first initial entry is made in the books of accounts. Now, these books are required so that entries in the ledgers reduce. Now, let us try to understand from Reliance Industries' standpoint. Lakhs of transactions are taking place. So it will be inconvenient for us to record lakhs of transactions on a daily basis. Will it be humanly possible?
No, sir.
So what we do is we prepare a sales day book. Now, what happens in a sales day book is all the credit sales that we have entered into. What do I mean by credit sales? Not the cash sales, the other one, for which the payment is promised at a future date. I record all my credit sales in the sales day book. I take the daily total and then I pass one entry for the total amount. I pass one entry for the total amount. The entry will be debit trade receivables and credit revenue, but it will be for the total amount and not for a transaction to transaction basis. Everyone understood?
So can you please repeat this?
So let us say I had sold goods to Chanshu, to Gurkirat, to Manya, to Pianshi. 4,500, 3,500, 1,500, and 2,500. Now, if I go by line to line item, I will have to record 4 separate entry for the sales transaction. Now, what I will do here is I will take the total and then I will record one journal entry as debit trade receivables, credit revenue. Instead of recording 4 journal entries, I just record one journal entry with the total amount. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So,
So this is my sales day book. We use it to record credit sales. I have purchase day book for credit purchases. Now again, I will record all the details of credit purchases here. I will take the total and then record the entry as debit purchases and credit trade payables. Got it? Then we have purchase returns day book, sales returns day book, where we will be recording all the details pertaining to the purchase returns and sales returns. Then we have cash book, where all the cash and bank transaction, that is all the receipts and payments will be recorded. Then we have petty cash book, all small cash transactions. So sir, what is the difference between cash book and petty cash book? Cash book is the bank balance of your parents and petty cash book is your pocket money. So what does a corporate do? It transfers a small amount, a sum amount for all the small item of expenses to the different departments of the branches so that they don't have to ask for the payment on a daily basis. They give an X amount, okay, for this month I'm giving you 50,000. Just think it like a pocket money. Okay, this is what do I mean by petty cash float. And out of this petty cash float, that particular departmental manager or the branch manager will incur the expenses on a daily basis, all the small item of expenses. Okay. For example, if a particular customer has arrived at the branch, then he might order some refreshments for the customer. Now, the payment for these refreshments will be done out of petty cash. The electricity bill payment will be done out of petty cash, and so on. Everyone? And then the journal. So all the transactions not recorded in either of the other books of prime entries will be recorded in the journal. And these are generally the book entries that we record. Example, depreciation. Example, provision for doubtful debts. Example, purchase of asset. again through a journal. Now, I cannot record my purchase of asset in purchase daybook. See, in purchase daybook, I will be recording only the goods that I have purchased on credit. Yes or no? Okay. The totals at the end of the books are transferred to the ledger accounts by passing the entries which will be covered in the chapter control accounts. So we have a chapter control accounts which we will be doing at a later stage. I'm sorry. Everyone understood this.
So in prime entry book, we won't have the bifurcation of the accounts in the book.
You will be having it. Not in the
Yes.
journal entries, but in the respective purchase daybook and sales daybook. You will be having that how much of goods worth was sold to a particular customer, how much money we have received, and so on.
Sir, in some Excel,
Not in Excel. In the accounting software only, we have this purchase daybook, sales daybook, and so on.
sir, how will we have the bifurcation in the accounting software?
So
We have
accounting
passed only,
software, correct. So accounting software will help you know the total amount that is receivable because you want summary information only.
yes, sir.
Now in purchase daybook, sales daybook, you have customer wise details. So you can get the amount from there. And
Sir,
also
I
we will
didn't
be,
get it.
so in purchase, so what I told over here, now say, can I say this is the purchase daybook, sales daybook?
Sir, in purchase daybook, we are recording all these entries one by one.
Correct.
Okay, and when I'll go
Accounting
in the accounting software, there will be a purchase daybook
total.
and it will show total.
No, purchase, see, you're getting confused. I will record the purchase transactions in my accounting software using one single journal entry. That is on the basis of total.
Okay, sir.
But if I want to know that what is the customer to customer total, then you will get the information from the purchase daybook.
Sir, purchase daybook is something different, other like it is other than the accounting software.
No, it will be there in accounting software only. All these accounting software, they have purchase daybook, sales daybook. You have all the functionalities.
Sir, we do have a purchase daybook or sales daybook in Tally.
Correct. That's what. So you get the
But
information from there.
but sir, then we do have to pass one by one entries in Tally. That's what I am saying.
So that actually happens in case of small organizations, Tanshu. But in organizations like Reliance Industries, Adani, they go by total amount. You will understand this in more detail once we come across the chapter control accounts.
But sir, I didn't get it here. I'm so confused with this.
So that's what I'm saying. You are getting confused right now because you have worked in the organizations that use Tally and you have
Yes, sir.
customer-wise totals and they record the customer-wise entry.
Yes,
But
sir.
in large organizations, we go by preparing a control account where we don't go by the customer-wise total. We don't go by the customer-wise entry. We record journal entry for the total amount that we have received or paid. So if you want to know the customer-wise total that you have, we have the total, we have a separate receivables team and the payables team. And this accounts receivable team and accounts payable team, they keep a track of how much of money is yet to be recovered from this particular customer or how much of money do we have yet to be paid. So indeed, when you go into MNCs and larger corporations, we have different teams over there. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So accounts receivable team will give you the information that listen, today we have received 1,50,000 of amount from the customers. So the accountant will then just record the entry for 1,50,000 only. Accounts receivable team will keep on customer to customer wise detail. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Sir,
Yes,
I just
sir.
interrupt here. Actually,
Hmm.
yeah, actually, I am also working in big MNC and I am here in account receivable team. Even I have the experience in payable also, but and we are using the SAP. So I
Hmm.
make the report of daily collection on daily basis and which
Correct.
publish to all India. That two GL code is there, and I extract the data from SAP till today. How much is the collection from this month,
Correct.
and
Hmm.
then it is segregate to BU wise, like business unit wise and region wise. Then it is make
Correct.
the one separate summary report and publish to there.
Correct.
This is one activity, and apart
Hmm.
from that, we have the every customer have the KDNR, customer code, and based on that we are daily basis accounting also there, means ki how much
Correct.
collection is for this customer, then account is in SAP, then we get the payment advice, and as per the payment advice we like take the collection entry as well as the knockup. Okay.
Correct.
And even we have the data of customer wise also, means ki like
Hmm.
we are making the aging report customer wise. We have the FBL 5T code, then total year and how much is there outstanding and debtors, everything in like, but we are making the each and everything like customer wise as well as
Customer-wise
the,
details also.
yeah,
Total also. Got
yeah.
it, Chanshu?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have separate accounts receivable team, accounts payable team that takes care of this. They also actually keep details like, okay, that this customer is from this particular business unit, location wise. Okay, so you have all the data,
Sir, but we do have all the data. And if someone is
obviously.
accounting in the software, like in SAP, so the one who are dealing with the account receivable will have the access to account receivable like customer wise, and the one who
Correct.
are dealing with the financial statements will have that one single journal entry.
Correct. They
Yeah,
have the
but
summary. That is fine.
that is depend on the company policy, because some organization account receivable team have the view authority, but they cannot like input in SAP. They don't have the authorization to accounting. So that time the third party was there. In like I was in Siemens for 3 years. So in account receivable team that time I am making the every adjustment, but I separately mail to that third party team, third party agency team, and the support team totally do the accounting and send me the docket number. And I am working in TTK. Here I am doing the everything like collection entry customer wise, that also I take the entry in SAP. In particular KDNet I knock up myself, even I issue the debit note or credit note to, or cash discount debit note to credit note, each and every accounting I am doing myself. So that is depend on the organization to organization, that how they are like
They
how
have
they
their
are
own
structured.
policies.
Yeah.
Got it, Chanshu?
Yes, sir. Now I'm clear with it.
Okay. Now, guys, petty cash book. Now, what happens is petty cash book, these are generally maintained under the impressed system to ensure that there is no overspending. We generally have the attitude of use it or lose it. How many of you receive pocket money from your parents? I so receive. Manya, do you receive? How do you pronounce your name? Manya or Manya?
Manya.
Manya. Okay, Manya, do you receive pocket money? I won't ask the amount, so that's fine.
I
Do
got
you?
money for expenses, but not pocket money.
Okay, not pocket money. Chalo, I assume that you get pocket money. Now let us say you get a pocket money of 25,000 per month. What will your parents do? Now let us say your expenses for the month were 20,000. So what is the balance left with you in your hand?
5,000.
5,000. Now will your parents give you entire 25,000 again, or they will just give you 20,000?
20.
20,000 to ensure that the expenses remain in control. Or else what will happen is this time you have 30,000 cash in hand, you will tend to spend more. So this is what we call as impressed system. You reimburse only that much of amount that is spent so that you reach back to the float level. Now, what do I mean by float is I am giving you an authority of 30,000 only. You can spend up till 30,000 on your decision. You have the authority to spend 30,000. Now let us say I had transferred 30,000 to Manya and she is managing a particular branch. Now the expenses for the month were 28,000. Now I will reimburse only 28,000 to Manya. This is what do I mean by petty cash that is maintained under the float system. That is impressed system. Now sometimes petty cash book are made under the impressed system. Under the impressed system, amount of petty cash is restored to the float amount by transferring the money from the bank. The journal entry will be debit petty cash account and credit bank account. Please try to understand why this. Money is transferred from the main bank account to the petty cash account. Can I say the bank balance in the main account will fall? So you credit bank account. But what will happen is your petty cash balance will increase. It is as good as removing money from one pocket and putting it in another pocket. So you will debit petty cash account and you will credit bank account. Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Now let us solve these two questions. Select from below which one of the following explains the impressed system of operating a petty cash system. The exact amount of expenditure is reimbursed at intervals to maintain a fixed float. All expenses out of the petty cash must be properly authorized. Weekly expenditure cannot exceed a set amount. Regular equal amounts of cash are moved into petty cash at intervals. Tell me, what is the answer? A, B, C, or D?
The B.
Sorry?
Sir, B. All
No.
expenses out of the payticket.
No.
Option A.
Option A, perfect. To maintain a fixed float. They are asking about impress system, right? The exact amount of expenditure is reimbursed at intervals to maintain a fixed float. My petty cash balance is 30,000 generally. 28,000 is spent. I will reimburse 28,000 only. 25,000 is spent. I will reimburse 25,000 only. 20,000 is spent. I will reimburse 20,000 only. Got it?
It means a fixed float will be always there.
Yes, 30,000. It means you will ensure that any point of time, the petty cash balance will not exceed 30,000. Okay?
Okay.
So what if 5,000 is spent? Then you will only reimburse 5,000. So whatever is spent, you reimburse that much.
Sir,
Got
it
it?
means it won't be reduced by 30,000. If it will be reduced, then we will pay again.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, this is where the confusion starts kicking in. Any FA question that we solve, dates are important. Always. The dates are always important. Okay? The petty cash balance at 30 September 2011 was $50. The following transactions occurred during September 2011. Refreshments were purchased at a cost of $14.50. Travel expenses of $25.5 were reimbursed to an employee. The cleaner was paid $30. Now, what was the petty cash float at 1st September 2011? What do students do? They will do 50 minus 14.5 minus 25.5 minus 30, which is incorrect.
It was needed to be added.
We come to that part later on. This is my closing balance. And I want to arrive at the balance at 1st September, that is opening balance. I'm giving you guys 2 minutes. Try this question by yourself. Find out the petty cash float at 1st September 2011. Guys, float is another word for balance. Float is another word for balance. Okay. Guys, we have to find out the opening balance. So we will do a reverse working. We will do a reverse working. I have opening balance, which is also known as my opening float. I don't know this. From this, I have my cleaning expenses, rather refreshment, travel expenses, cleaning expenses, refreshments. How much do we have? 14.5. Travel expenses, 25.5. And cleaning expenses, 30. And what is my closing balance, or also known as the closing float? I want to find opening balances. So generally, I reduce the payments, but we are going reverse, so I add. 120 is the answer. Everyone understood? We did a
Yes,
reverse
yes.
work.
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far, anyone? Anyone, any questions so far?
No, sir, everything.
Then we have something known as accounting equation. Now, the accounting equation tells us that at any point of time,
So
a
can you
set,
once explain that
That
What?
answer, how did we find out?
Which part?
This only.
So we did a reverse working, right? I had closing balance. We had made certain payments. I was supposed to find out the opening balance. So generally, we subtract the payments from the opening balance to arrive at closing balance. So to find out the
Yes,
opening
sir.
balance, you will add back those payments. Correct?
Yes.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
The accounting equation tells us that at any point of time, assets is equal to capital plus the liabilities. Always. At any point of time, accounting equation tells us that assets is equal to capital plus the liabilities. Okay. Accounting equation shows that the assets, that is the resources of the business, should equal to the capital plus the liabilities, that is from where these resources are funded or bought at any given point of time. So assets is equal to capital plus liabilities, or what we can say is capital is equal to assets minus the liabilities. Now, please try to understand the logic behind this. We wanted an asset worth $100 million. Now, obviously, how will you fund this? You will have your own capital, plus you must have borrowed some money. Let us say you had 80 million of capital and you took 20 million of loan. So asset 100 million is equal to 80 million plus 20 million always. That is, asset is equal to capital plus the liabilities. Everyone understood this? Now let us understand this practically with the help of a numerical. Okay. Exercise 1. April 1, John started a business and opened a bank account in which he transferred 30,000 of his own money. April 2, the business bought premises worth 20,000 and paid by check. April 3, the business bought goods on credit worth 5,000. And April 4, the business sold goods costing 2,000 on cost price on credit. Show the accounting equation holds true after every transaction. Now, first one, John started a business and opened a bank account in which he transferred 30,000 of his own money. Now, can I say because of this transaction, my bank balance will increase? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in
Yes,
assets, I will
sir.
write 30,000, which is my bank balance. But this 30,000 will get reflected by the capital. Liabilities is zero. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, April 2, the business bought premises worth 20,000 and paid by check. So what will happen? Can I say bank balance will reduce by 20,000?
Yes, sir.
But now in my assets, I will have 20,000 worth of premises. Yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
please repeat this one. What are premises like?
Premises is the building that we have purchased. Now, if you purchase a building, your bank balance will reduce by that much of amount. But now you have another asset worth 20,000 in your balance sheet. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
April 3, the business bought goods on credit worth 5,000. Before that, will this transaction have any impact on liability or any impact on capital?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now, you bought goods worth 5,000 on credit. Now, because of this, firstly, can I say, is there any impact on your bank balance? No. Is there any impact on your premises, that is your building? No.
No.
But can I say you will now have inventory worth 5,000 with you?
Yes, sir.
Will this transaction have any impact on your capital?
No.
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 But can I say my liabilities amount will increase by 5,000 because of the
Yes.
payable?
Yes, sir.
So again, can I say the total of this three is 35,000 is equal to 30,000 plus
35.
5,000? 35. Everyone understood.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now, April 4th, the business sold goods costing 2,000 on cost price on credit. Now, will this have any impact on bank balance? No.
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 Will this have any impact on premises? No.
No.
Will this have any impact on inventory? Yes. Your inventory will reduce by 2,000. Why? Because the goods are sold on cost price only. So my inventory level will reduce by 2,000. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
But
sir.
these goods are sold on credit. So don't you think my receivables amount will increase by 2,000? That is the selling price.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, could you repeat again?
You had
April.
inventory worth 5,000,
Yes.
of which you sold in goods costing 2,000 on cost price. So cost was 2,000, you sold it for 2,000 and you sold
Okay.
it on credit. So I will subtract 2,000 from inventory, but I have not yet received the amount. I
Yes.
will have to record a receivable of 2,000.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
This transaction has no impact on my capital amount. Also, my payables amount remain the same, 5,000. Now, at any point of time, at any date you take, assets are 30,000, capital plus liability is 30,000. I'll just summarize it. Assets, liabilities. Capital plus liabilities, sorry. Assets 30,000. Capital plus liability is 30,000 plus 0. 2nd April, 30,000. Capital plus liabilities 30,000. On this date, 10,000 plus 20,000 plus 5,000 is 35,000 is equal to capital 30,000 plus liabilities 5,000, 35,000. And here 10,000 plus 20,000 plus 3,000 and plus 2,000, 35,000 is equal to 30,000 plus 5,000, 35,000. So at any point of time, your asset amount is equal to the capital plus the liabilities. Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
Just give me 2 minutes, I'll be back. Everyone understood this?
Yes.
Okay. Then we take a last concept for the day, which is general ledgers. Okay. Now, guys, what happens is, please try to understand. We enter into business transactions. We record the journal entries with the help of, we record these transactions with the help of journal entry. Correct? Now, this journal entry will not help us provide a summary that what is the total electricity bill for the last 4 months, for the last 5 months, or the 6 months. We will have to take a total of the single journal entries. So to overcome this, what we do is we summarize the journal entry with the help of a ledger account. So that if I go to the rent account or the electricity bill account, I get all the transactions pertaining to either rent account or the electricity bill account as I want it. Right? So this is how a ledger account looks like. Most users of financial statements do not require detail of every transaction that large businesses will encounter daily. Therefore, the financial information of each transaction should be summarized before completing the final accounts. Now, information from the source document is classified into their respective ledger accounts using double entries via computerized systems or the journal. Now, the general ledger contains individual accounts for the business's assets, liabilities, capital, income, and expenses. Now, for example, information on a sales invoice is posted into the sales ledger and cash or trade receivables account. The general ledger contains all the individual ledger accounts used by a business. Okay. So this is how a pro forma of ledger account looks like. We have debit side and we have a credit side. Okay. So we have a ledger account. So if in a particular ledger account, I have debited it, meaning to say, let us say this is my electricity bill account. So at the time of making the payment, I must have debited electricity bill account and I must have credited bank. So electricity bill account on the debit side, I will write to bank account. So if a particular ledger is debited, I will write it on the debit side. If it is credited, I will write it on the credit side. Sir, how do we know if it is debited or credited? You get to know. We decided by the journal entry. Journal entry will let us know. So guys, DR stands for debit. Debit entries are recorded on the left side of the ledger. CR stands for credit. Now, credit entries are recorded on the right side of the ledger. Now, each type of asset, liability, capital, income, or expense, each individual ledger account name appears at the top of the account. In the dollars, we will be writing the value of transaction. In the narrative, we will be writing a short description with the code number of relevant documents. And date means date of recorded transaction. On which date did a particular transaction happen? Not the date on which you are recording it, but the date of the recorded transaction. Everyone understood this? So this is how a pro forma of ledger account looks like. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next lecture, we continue from here. Tips for journal entries. We then record some journal entries and then we proceed ahead. Okay, everyone. So we are winding up the lecture here for today. Next lecture, we continue from here. I will be sharing these notes with the team. Ensure that before the next lecture, that is Saturday, you go through these notes. Okay, just go through these notes before the next class. Okay, you will be getting these notes from the team. I will share it to the team right across. Obviously, the team is not working today, so you can expect the notes to be received either by Monday second half or Tuesday first half. Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, next class held in Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday. Now, guys, the lectures will now be every Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay, every
Okay,
Saturday and
actually,
Sunday.
one business technique class is also going on Saturday.
Business technology, BT.
Yeah, yeah.
What time?
That around 10 o'clock, I think.
So
So
there's
that is 11 to 1.
11 to 1,
11
na?
to 1.
Yes, yes.
But yesterday the time was different, na?
No, it was 11 to 1.
Okay, okay. No, actually, I was not joined on time, so that's why. Okay, then
Okay.
it is better.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
sir, I have one question
Hmm.
that I was trying to ask. See, like in Indian Chartered Accountant, like CA, after they complete, they can own, they can do own business and all. So, is there any possibility for ACC also, or ACC
Correct.
only can people can do the job only?
No, now see, you can practice your own, you can start your own practice also. Practice as in investment consultancy, IFRS consultancy, management consultancy, and so on. You just don't have signing authority in India. You cannot sign the financial state. I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys, I'm having a cold. You do not have the signing authority in India. Like we ACCAs don't have the signing authority in India. Only the Indian CAs can sign the financial statements in India. So what you can do is, because you are working in a corporate, you can make a good relation with them. And maybe if you know at a future date, once you become an ACCA, you can ask them to outsource their financial statement preparation to you. So you can help them in consultancy for financial statement preparation. You can approach individual clients for investment consultancy plan. You can start your own firm. You can also carry out audit firm. But there you will have to, take a help of an Indian CA to sign the FS. You just cannot sign the financial statements. Else you can do everything in India. You can start your own consultancy as well. Okay?
Okay, okay. So means कि after this course also we have benefit.
Yes, you do have. Because IFRS is our core subject. Like the Indian CAs, they have Companies Act and Income Tax as a core subject. We have IFRS as a core subject. And many organizations, they look out for someone with expertise in IFRS. Why? Obviously, they have to prepare their financial statements as per IFRS. And even though, let us say a particular company has to prepare it as per Ind AS. Now, Ind AS are actually converged from IFRS only. So if you happen to read both IFRS and Ind AS, both are same only. Now only 5 to 10% difference. So if you know IFRS, you can practice in Ind AS also. You can provide Ind AS consultancy also. Got it?
And after complete this course, if there is any healthy ratio for do the job in foreign out of
Yeah,
India.
you can. Yes, you can. But for that, you will need to ask your company. If you're working in MNC, you need to ask that you want a transfer over there. Because if you want to go, they won't directly, sponsor your visa. No foreign company directly sponsors the visa. So let us say which company are you working in right now?
TDK India, it's a Japanese company.
So you can ask them that are there any available locations right now? Like, is there any opening in any particular foreign company you would like to work there? So in that case, they will sponsor your visa and then you can shift to a.
Okay, no, but I want to ask that can we leave the job and find some job in outside of India?
Yes, you can, but that's what I'm saying. Obviously, see, I'll tell you the truth. You will have to go through a network. You cannot go directly because you are an Indian company. You only think yourself. You are an Indian company. You have two employees, one who is Indian, another one who is from, let us say, Canada. Which one will you prefer?
Indian.
So other countries also think the same. So if you wish to go to a foreign country, look for such companies who have foreign presence, join them. After 2 years, 3 years, you can tell them that you want a transfer in this particular location.
Okay.
This is how things work. Correct?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
No
sir,
problem.
And any WhatsApp group is there for this?
For no.
But I think we should create one WhatsApp group. It
Yes,
will be
you
better
guys
to
can create
communicate.
one. Yes, you guys can create one.
Okay. So,
Sir, can you
well,
create so that everyone can join it?
Piyanshi, I have actually not created any WhatsApp group so far. Let us see, chalo, we created in the next week if that's the case. So what we can do is we can share the numbers in the chat box, and then you guys can create the group. Okay.
Like for BD, we also have group and like ma'am has created the group and we all had
Okay.
joined.
Okay. So let us do it in the next class. What I will do is I'll create a
Okay.
group and then paste the link here in the chat box. So every one of you can, join that group using that chat link, group
Okay, sir.
invitation link. Okay. So we'll create it in the next class. Okay.
okay, sure. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Gurkirat. No problem. You're welcome, Sujay. Yes, Gurkirat, you wanted to ask something?
yes, sir.
Hmm.
So I was just asking about uh, nothing, sir, nothing.
Okay, no problem. Got it. Chalo. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. See you all on Saturday at 8 a.m. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed today's session.
Yes,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.